never stop. Yep, and I owe you a lot, my family as well. Okay, this is the first time I'm calling.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. Well, 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 389, NASDAQ off $105, S&P's down 48, gold contract down $32, $28, trading at $1,770. Silver off $1.15 at $33.99. Platinum down $32 at $1,629 an ounce. Copper down 13 cents at $3.39 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $95.97 a barrel. Bonds up a point and 22 ticks at 142.14. King dollar on the move, folks. That was the culprit out here. Up $1.33, trading out at 78.05. Euro down at 2.27 ticks, well, 1.26, 27.6 at 135.35, and the yen up 7 at 77.80. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have? Okay. S&Ps get smoked, down $46. Well, you know what, folks? Got smoked, but we only did $1.1 billion. So what does this mean? Okay. We went topside with $1.1 billion. That was on the 27th. You come back down, town with $1 billion. Now, the S&Ps want to get to the bottom, okay, meaning 12.15. You're going to need an expansion of volume, however, to basically get more destruction going. I'm going to go through this. That's on your S&Ps. We go to the Dow Industrial. You take a look at the same Dow Industrial, same type of setup. That's fast price destruction without the volume coming onto it. Now, bottom line is that they want to go to the lows, but what I expect you're going to have here is you're going to get another bounce in here. It's going to be wild watching this shake out. NASDAQ. What we do with the NASDAQ, same setup in the NASDAQ. What we do with the NASDAQ is this. You're down $105. The NASDAQ did $2.1 billion. The NASDAQ, bottom line, wants to get to the bottom, but you know what? Wants to bounce also. And the reason it wants to bounce is that you only did 2.1 billion shares. You should have been banging in about 2.4 billion today down at this destruction, okay? And if I found out anything, fast price destruction and contraction with volume, and the contraction, by the way, folks, you know, if you're following the volume characteristics, you don't do. See, we pushed up to the highs and we had no volume. 700 million yesterday. Forget it, man. It doesn't want to go up. But when you push into the lows, well, the same thing has to happen. You're pushing against that high volume. So you need volume to expand to what? To crack into lower prices. Excuse me. If we go over and look at the SPY, the SPY, what you'll see inside the SPY is this. SPY, we did 311 million, which is huge, right? You're making highs out there yesterday of 224, but you're going into 416 million. Okay? So your correlation, it's confirming that, yes, it wants to go to the bottom. What it's also confirming, you know, to me anyway, is that, yeah, you're going to get a little bounce out of here, which totally makes sense. Now, let me show you why it makes sense, though. This is the biggest one out here. Now, I only use this on wicked days. Wicked days. That's a Boston word, folks. Okay. Now, if you're watching Tiger TV, what you have up here is that you have a one-day arms reading, folks, of 7.72. That's almost unheard of. And what that means is this, that means that even though equities got destroyed out here today, the selling of the equities was concentrated in a few certain equities out of the context of the whole market. When you have that take place, when there's such an acceleration of selling in just a certain amount of equities, you get a bounce. That's on the way down. On the way up, if you get an arms reading that's running like let's see. Yeah, like 0.14, which I've seen before. That is total euphoria at the top, that everyone is buying. The market goes dramatically higher, but what happens is that everyone's buying the exact same equity. On either way, on the way up, you come down very quickly. This one here, you get a bounce. I expect that's all it's going to be, is a bounce, and this is why. If we go over to the King Dollar bottom line, on the move, 33,000 contracts, taking over the B point out here. The B point, we had 37,000 contracts. Closed over it. Would have been nice to get 4 more thousand contracts, but King Dollar wants to go. You go over to the bond market. We took a look at the 30-year bond. She's pushing the highs with 397,000 contracts. She wants to go. In between this, what I expect you're going to see is a small bounce tomorrow. Friday is bank holiday. The markets are open. Okay, so after the close, there's some action here, man. Let's see, GM. Oh, well, first, let's go to Cisco first. Well, actually, whoops, there she is. Okay, we take a look at Green Mountain. Okay, now this GMCR, you're going to see some. You talk about some destruction. Holy cow, GMCR. Sorry about that, folks. GMCR. GMCR. Okay. So, Green Mountain closed out here today at $67.02. That is trading down at $50, down $17. It was down almost $30, folks. Bottom line, big problems. Problems in paradise out here. The Green Mountain, of course, has gone from $115 in all of the 35 trading days. Numbers, bottom line, they didn't hit their numbers, and Green Mountain's done, absolutely done. Cisco just come out with numbers. Cisco closed at 1761. It's trading at 1779. And numbers on Cisco go like this. The estimate was 39. They made 43. That's the bottom line estimate. Top line estimate, 11 billion. They made 11.26 billion. Let's go to Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. It's all about the quality volume, Tom O'Brien. Happy birthday to you,
thanks,
and many more.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man.
How you doing today, big guy?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much. I'll tell you, what a birthday present, folks. And listen, if you're long, folks, I don't want anyone to lose money, okay? But that birthday present was coming in last night. There's no doubt about it. As soon as I saw that dollar starting to move, so.
I tell you, Tom, all in all, don't misunderstand me. All in all, I'm doing great. But I have to admit, my friend, I am immensely frustrated. Last night,
I know, you didn't get it.
Didn't get the pop, so about 1 o'clock, I'm like, man, I'm exhausted because I got to get some sleep. Because I got to get a normal job that I go to in addition to trade in the market. I'm like, man, I got to get some sleep. So check this out, Tom. I kid you not. I'm thinking to myself, if nothing else, odds are it'll probably catch 24.08 on lighter volume. So I put in a sell order at 24.09 with a stop on the back end at 24.10 in the event I go wrong, and I miss it by a couple of dollars. Like,
you know what, Dave? It's the first thing I thought of this morning. I get up. I was up. Well, first I was up at about 2:45, and I was looking at it. I says, "Oh, what a bummer! It didn't go up." And I was thinking of you, right? And then, of course, this morning when I get up, it's the first thing I looked at. I says, "It didn't do those ticks." I know what you're saying, man. So
immensely frustrating. But got a question for you. Not to beat this NQ thing to death here, but well, actually, before I hit that question, I just wanted to express a flat-out thank you, Tom. I've learned more about trading from you than about any other previous 3 or 4 books I've read combined, and I just wanted to extend a heartfelt thank you because you've helped me make a lot of cash, man. There's no two ways about it. Not only just through like insights, but just the things that I've learned from you, and being able to call trades on my own. But anyways, my question is this: On the NQs, I know we got an acceleration towards the latter part of the day here, and I want you to know I am not driving along here on mobile TFNN. We are stopped. So
okay, cool.
Here.
Yep.
We stopped the car. Question for you. If you wouldn't mind, put the NQs up on an hourly, please.
I have them. Go ahead.
All right. It looks like, we're pushing hard today at the approximately 2,300.
Right.
And it looks like on 2,300, we've got decent resistance across the board. It seems like we also have decent resistance at 2,280. Considering the move King Dollar did today is fairly impressive. I mean, wouldn't it be reasonable to think the following? Let me give you my thoughts. My thought is this. King Dollar moved a substantial amount. Odds are, unless something crazy happens in Europe tonight, we should see some kind of a B2C movement back up on the major currencies, meaning the euro, the pound, the yen. And that should put some juice towards the upside, long side, on the market. I'm thinking, depending on how this thing tests 2,300, maybe 2,285, there's a long play on a B2C here. What do you think?
Yeah, there is. There is. And this is where it gets deviant, folks, and this is where it just gets dynamite. See, when there's wide price spreads and you have a trader's market, and that's what this is, okay? Yeah, this, at the close out here, I mean, even right in the den, I says, no, this thing's going to bounce, man. Do you know what I mean? The play, the short-term play, is, even in the NQs, is buying the NQs for the bounce.
That's what I did here just a few minutes ago.
Good for you.
Before you took my call, I bought it. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I don't know if it's like,
the key is, this is what happens, folks. This is the danger that when you're playing all those, you absolutely, folks, if you're playing something like this, you better don't even think about playing unless you put your stop in and you have a broker dealer that stop's going to be, done, okay? Because when I play this side of it, right, I give it absolutely nothing. You follow me? Because I know it wants to go to the bottom, but it's just what you said. It's all of that. It's like, okay, hey, dollar had a monster day up. It's due for a little back. The volume was light. Okay, you're coming into a weekend. You're coming into earnings. So what's pretty wild here is that Green Mountain got smoked. And yet, as soon as it got smoked, it says, oh, man, okay, hold it. And the NQs wouldn't get hit. It's like, okay, you're going to get a small bounce. And that small bounce, though, is probably going to set up a larger ABC down. The problem is, well, I know you put the stops in all the time. You have to have a stop in because this market does want to blow up. And when I mean blow up, I just mean fast price destruction, folks, down to the bottom of the consolidation we're in. And what happens, this is how deviant it gets. That every time that it stops like this and it doesn't go, well, that gets more people long. And then all of a sudden, one of these times it just doesn't stop and the volume does expand, and then that's kaboom.
Plus, it looks like a bull Gartley at this point.
You stay right there. We're going to be right back, folks.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than 200